कि कुकिंग ऑयल्स का प्रयोग करने से हमें संतुलित पोषण मिलता है। इसलिए पतंजलि ने तैयार किए हैं कच्चे घाने का शुद्ध सरसों तेल, फिजिकली रिफाइंड सोयाबीन ऑयल, राइस ब्राउन ऑयल, सनफ्लावर, ग्राउंडनट, कोकोनट व तिल का तेल।
किचन में हो कुचीना
तो हर कोई बनाना चाहेगा खाना
कुचीना।
Ready for anything. The new feature-loaded Renault Kwid. Renault, passion for life.
This program is co-sponsored by
at IMA Jewels on Lady Curzon Road and Jayanagar 4th Block. Terms and conditions apply.
Honda WRV, the heart of action.
Actor and one-time leader from Telugu Desam Party Nandamuri Harikrishna is no more. Nandamuri Harikrishna died in a road accident at Nalgonda in Telangana. Members of Nandamuri Harikrishna's family as well as the film fraternity and Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu rushed to the hospital to receive the remains. Pejavashi slammed the coalition government as well as the opposition for not focusing on the welfare of the people of Karnataka. MLA Muniratna is in trouble with the Election Commission again, said to have understated election expenditure having exceeded permissible limits. Supreme Court to hear petition against the arrest of human rights activists. This afternoon, arrests were made on charges of plotting to kill the Prime Minister. Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nikhil Vasuki. We begin with some big news coming in. B.S. Yediyurappa accuses the government of tapping his phone conversations. He said, and I quote, Siddaramaia's phone conversations are also being tapped. I will stress for an investigation over the issue. B.S. Yediyurappa just making this latest accusation, stating that phones are being tapped. Both his and Siddaramaia's are being tapped by the government, and that an investigation will be called on over the issue as well. Phone tapping has been an issue of contention for quite some time now, with even members of the Congress suggesting that the central government had mandated phone tapping across the board, and now coming from the BJP itself, B.S. Yediyurappa stating that the state government had called for tapping of his and Siddaramaia's phones as well. So certainly a very serious accusation by B.S. Yediyurappa.
ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರು ಸೇರಿ ಅನೇಕ ಪ್ರಮುಖರ ಫೋನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಮಗ್ರ ಒಂದು ತನಿಖೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಈ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾಪವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಿಂದೆ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಫೋನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಈಗ ಅದು ಮುಂದುವರೆದಿದೆ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ. ಇದೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ಸಂಗತಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ತತ್ಕ್ಷಣ ತಡೆಯದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಮಗ್ರ ತನಿಖೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡೋರಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸಮಗ್ರ ತನಿಖೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ.
This is what Yediyurappa said, that there is a rampant tapping of telephones here, and Siddaramaiah himself is not escaping any of this as well, and that the government is spearheading this effort. Now, this comes at a time when just a few months ago, members of the Congress were suggesting that the central government led by the BJP was calling for tapping of their phones, and now it seems that this allegation has been flipped over. B.S. Yediyurappa has also stated in a series of criticisms leveled against the government that the government's collapse is imminent. He also said that the BJP will not try to destabilize the government. The government itself is in a self-destruct mode and will collapse due to internal conflicts between the Congress and the JDS, and that the Congress-JDS government itself is dysfunctional. No development work has happened due to a slugfest between Siddaramaiah and H.D. Kumaraswamy, and ministers are not concerned about the welfare of the common man. These were the criticisms leveled against the coalition government by B.S. Yediyurappa. Meanwhile, Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy visited Ramanagara today while planning to hear grievances of people from 4 villages within the district. He will be holding these meetings in the taluks of Ramanagara and Kanakapura. Kumaraswamy slammed BJP during his visit to Ramanagara as well. And here he is seen planting a sapling during this visit, a symbolic visit to the area. Ramanagara is his constituency as well, but he resigned from it. Meanwhile, Kumaraswamy also spoke over the government completing 100 days. Let's listen to his comments therewith.
ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಅವಧಿ ಮೈತ್ರಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಅವಧಿ 100 ದಿನಗಳನ್ನು ಪೂರೈಸತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದೇನಿದೆ. ಈ 100 ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಹಲವಾರು ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಿರ್ವಹಣೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಒಂದು ಗುರಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ಕೆಲವು ನಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಿಷನ್ಗಳೇನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನಕ್ಕೆ ತರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಈಗ ಕಳೆದ 100 ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದೇನಿದೆ. ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ ತಿಂಗಳಿನಿಂದ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಅನುಷ್ಠಾನಕ್ಕೆ ತರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಸಮಯ ವ್ಯರ್ಥ ಮಾಡದೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಗೆ ಪೂರಕವಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತದೆ.
That's what Chief Minister Kumaraswamy said, that there is a lot of work that has been initiated already and that he is satisfied with the achievements of this government over the 100 days. But there was a lot of skepticism over what has been done over the last 100 days as well, cabinet expansion being chiefly among the concerns of the citizens and the criticisms of the BJP. Now, Kumaraswamy has been paying frequent visits to the district of Ramanagara lately. Many are seeing this as a step to ensure that he has a stronghold in this constituency ahead of the local body polls that will take place on Friday, the 31st of August. The Chief Minister won from 2 constituencies, Channapatna and Ramanagara, in the recently concluded assembly elections. He later resigned from Ramanagara and retained Channapatna. The Pejawar seer has slammed the Congress-JDS coalition government, saying that some people within the Congress are trying to destabilize the government. The Pejawar seer also said that even the BJP is attempting to bring down the government and that he is unhappy with the functioning of the coalition government. And everyone must work together for the welfare of the people. That's what the Pejawar seer has stated. Now, the BJP is likely to field Babu Rao Chinchansur against Mallikarjun Kharge in Kalburgi. The BJP's plan behind fielding Babu Rao Chinchansur is to garner votes from the Kol community. A former Congress minister, Babu Rao Chinchansur, joined the BJP earlier today in the presence of BJP State President B.S. Yediyurappa. He had earlier contested from Gurmitkal in Yadgir district in the last elections and had lost the polls. Here is formal joining of the party. The party paraphernalia were handed to Babu Rao Chinchansur. Now, Deputy Chief Minister Dr. G. Parameshwara chaired a meeting with Intelligence Department officials. Parameshwara discussed about the murder of Gauri Lankesh and the case involving illegal Bangladeshi immigrants in the city, as well as the arrest of a terror suspect from Ramnagara, Munir Sheikh, among other issues. Parameshwara held a meeting with Intelligence Department Director Rajiv Jain and other officers at his office in Sadashiv Nagar. There were a multitude of issues discussed, primarily the Gauri Lankesh murder probe, the probe on illegal immigrants from Bangladesh, and the probe into terror suspect from Ramnagara, Munir Sheikh. There appears to be fresh trouble for Rajarajeshwari Nagar MLA Muniratna. The Election Commission has pulled him up over election expenditure, which he is accused of having understated. Now, he's also accused of spending more than the permissible limit of 28 lakhs. So, per candidate, Muniratna is accused of spending 37,63,750 rupees, while the actual amount shown on paper was 20,75,857 rupees. So, fresh trouble for MLA Muniratna, who has already had to answer several questions about voter IDs that were all accumulated in one particular location attributed to him, where they found paraphernalia bearing his image as well. So Muniratna back in the dock once again, but it remains to be seen what direction the Election Commission wishes to take in this particular instance. Now, Siddaramaiah has ruled out the imminent threat to the coalition government and said that the BJP is just daydreaming. The former Chief Minister also said that the coalition government is stable and will complete its full term. Let's listen to what Siddaramaiah said.
ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಅವರು ಏನೋ ಕನಸು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಏನಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸಮ್ಮಿಶ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಹಳ ಭದ್ರವಾಗಿದೆ, ಏನೇನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ.
Meanwhile, Siddaramaiah said that there's absolutely nothing there, nothing to worry about. There is no issue with the state government, the coalition government. The coalition is secure, and there will be absolutely no chance of it imploding. Meanwhile, Siddaramaiah also issued a clarification on his aspiration for becoming the Chief Minister. He said that there is absolutely no question of him becoming Chief Minister now. He said he will become Chief Minister again if people supported him. Let's listen to what the former Chief Minister said.
ಮುಂದಿನ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮುಂದಿನ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಹೆಂಗ ಇದಂತ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಹೆಂಗಿದೆ ಸರ್? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಜೆಡಿಎಸ್ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರ ಒಂದು ಮನಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಐತಿ, ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವ್ರ ಹೆಸರಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬೇಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಸಿಎಂ ಆಗ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಸರ್, ಹೆಂಗ್ ಲೆಕ್ಕಾಚಾರಗಳಿವೆ?
ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್
ಸಮ್ಮಿಶ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಜೆಡಿಎಸ್ನವ್ರ ಹೆಸರು ಪಡಿತಾ ಇದಾರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದಕ್ಕೂ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಬೇಸ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ?
ಏನೇ ಸಮ್ಮಿಶ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಸಮ್ಮಿಶ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಸಲ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೀರ್ತಿನೇ ಹೊರತು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪಕ್ಷಕ್ಕಲ್ಲ, ಎರಡೂ ಪಕ್ಷಗಳಿಗೆ, ಎರಡೂ ಪಕ್ಷದವ್ರು ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದನ್ನು
ವಾಸ್ತವದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಕಡೆಗಣಿಸ್ತಾರಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ?
ಕಡೆಗಣಿಸೋ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ವಲ್ರಿ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮವ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಕಡೆಗಣಿಸೋಕೆ ಹೆಂಗಾಗ್ತದೆ?
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಕೆ.ಸಿ. ವೇಣುಗೋಪಾಲ್ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತ ಸರ್. ಈ ಥರ ಮಾತುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ಕೆ.ಸಿ. ವೇಣುಗೋಪಾಲ್ಗೆ ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಪತ್ರ ಬರೆದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ತಡಸ್ತಾರ. ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅವರು ಬರೆದಾರೆ
ಏನಂತ,
ಇದು ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲು ಹಿಡಿತಾರೆ, ಅಧಿಕಾರಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ.
ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಬಿಡು.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ನೀವು
ಯಾವ ಪತ್ರನೂ ಬರೆದಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸುಳ್ಳು.
ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನಂದು ಕೊನೆ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇದೇ ನಂದು ಕೊನೆ ಚುನಾವಣೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಮತ್ತು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು
ಚುನಾವಣೆ ನಿಲ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ?
ಸರ್,
ಮುಂದಿನ ಚುನಾವಣೆಗೆ ನಿಲ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಅದ ಸರ್, ಈಗ
ನಾನೆಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ
ಈಗ ಸಿಎಂ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ.
ಮುಂದೆ ಜನ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಎಂ. ಅದು ಹೇಗಾಯ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಾಂಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೆಲವು ಹೊಳೆ ನರಸೀಪುರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜನರು ಭಾಳ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸೇರಿದ್ರು. ಅವರು ಕೆಲವು ಮನವಿಗಳು ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಈ ಮನವಿಗಳನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಂದಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಕೆಲವು
ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಏನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸ,
ಈ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ಕೆಲವೆಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಜನ ಆಶೀರ್ವಾದ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಪ್ಪ, ಅದು ಅಭಿಮಾನದಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಮುಂದೆ ಚೀಫ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ.
ಈಗಾದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅಭ್ಯಂತರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ.
ಈಗ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ವಲ್ರಿ. ಈಗ ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸಮ್ಮಿಶ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, ಈಗಾಗ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮುಂದೆ ಈ ಥರ
This is what the former Chief Minister said. He also issued a clarification on continuation of all schemes brought out by the previous Congress government. And let's listen to what he had to say.
ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು? ಇಲ್ಲ 7 kg ಅಕ್ಕಿನೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈಗಲೂ 7 kg ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ಗಳು ಯಾವ ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ನೂವರೆಗೂ ಬಜೆಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಣನೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ಗಳು ಕೂಡ ಮುಂದುವರಿತವೆ. ಸಮನ್ವಯ ಸಮಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಅವ್ರ ಬಜೆಟ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಮುಂದುವರಿತವೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಮುಂದುವರೆದಿದ್ದಾವೆ, ಆದ್ರೆ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ
ದುಡ್ಡೇ ಕೊಡದೆ ಅಂಗಡಿ ನಡೀತವೆ, ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ಗಳು ಮುಂದುವರಿತಾವ್ರಿ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಹಣಕಾಸು
ಕೇಳಪ್ಪ,
108 ನಂತವು ಭಾಗ್ಯಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಅಂತವು ಹಣಕಾಸು
ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹಾಲು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಶೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಅಕ್ಕಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆಲ್ಲ.
ಮೇಲ್ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಣುವು ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದಾವೆ.
ಮೇಲ್ನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಣವು, ಕಾಣದೇ ಇದಾವು ಅಂತ ಎರಡಿದಾವ.
ಲಾಂಗ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್
ಎಲ್ಗೂ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಿಡುಗಡೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ.
Now, the Supreme Court will be hearing the plea against arrests of human rights activists. The Supreme Court will be hearing petitions against the arrests at 3:45 this evening. The petitioners have called the arrest of these activists largely arbitrary. Now, Pune police had arrested 5 persons on Tuesday for plotting to kill Prime Minister there. Vernon Gonzalez, Arun Ferreira, Gautam Navlaka, lawyer Sudha Bharadwaj and Professor Varavara Rao of Osmania University. They were all arrested from Hyderabad on charges of plotting to assassinate the Prime Minister. This has been widely criticized and panned as an arbitrary arrest of activists who were merely critical of the central government, not more. Many activists have also stated that this is tantamount to what was presented to the country in 1975 during the emergency, and this has in fact led to widespread criticism. The Supreme Court will be hearing a plea on the arrests, while those who were involved in the arrests have also maintained that this was not an arrest, this was merely a raid. Nobody was taken into custody, but 5 persons have been taken into custody. That has been reported. We'll now slip into a short break. More news and updates are on the other side. Stay with us.
फ्रेशनेस नाचने गाने और क्लोज आने से नहीं आती, फ्रेशनेस आती है बेशकीमती जड़ी बूटियों से निर्मित दंत कांति फ्रेश एक्टिव जेल टूथपेस्ट से। नए जमाने का नया टूथपेस्ट।
Ready for anything? The new feature-loaded Renault Kwid. Renault, passion for life.
जैसी choice सबकी मिलेगी choice. मकान या बिल्डिंग ऑफिस सबकी मिलेगी choice. 1, 2, 3, 4 सारे BHK bungalows, villas, flats, हटके. जिसकी जैसी choice सबकी मिलेगी choice.
Welcome back. Big news coming in. Basavaraj Rai Reddy has batted for Mallikarjun Kharge to be assigned the post of Prime Minister. That's the latest coming in. At least the candidacy for Prime Minister from the Congress should go to Mallikarjun Kharge, as he is eligible to become a Prime Minister, is what Basavaraj Rai Reddy has said. If Rahul Gandhi doesn't become Prime Minister, then Mallikarjun Kharge may get the chance at the job. The top spot being up for grabs next year. Mallikarjun Kharge is eligible. This is what Basavaraj Rai Reddy has said while batting for Mallikarjun Kharge to become the Prime Minister if the Congress were to win the elections. If Rahul Gandhi were not to take up the post, then Mallikarjun Kharge is the eligible person for the post of Prime Minister. On the phone with me is Basavaraj Rai Reddy. We'll try to get back to him shortly, but this is the statement that he made. Mallikarjun Kharge is most eligible for the post of Prime Minister, is what Basavaraj Rai Reddy said. This is the latest coming in now. Basavaraj Rai Reddy batting for Mallikarjun Kharge to become Prime Minister.
ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಬಟ್ ಅನ್ಫಾರ್ಚುನೇಟ್ಲಿ ಮೋದಿ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಅವತ್ತಿನ ಇವರು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರು, ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಹಣ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರು. ಇವತ್ತಿನವರೆಗೂ ಹಣ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ 14ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗ ಮತ್ತು ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇವತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕಕ್ಕೆ ಮಲತಾಯಿ ಧೋರಣೆ ತೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ತಾರತಮ್ಯ ತೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಮತ್ತು ಸಂಸತ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಕೇಂದ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಒತ್ತಾಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತು ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಅವರು ಇಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸಂಸತ್ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕಿನ್ನ. ಇವತ್ತು ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆದರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಕಳಕಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ನಾನು ಯಾವುದೇ ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಪಕ್ಷಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ
Basavaraj Rai Reddy coming in and speaking about Prime Minister's post being
ಇದರಿಂದ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ
given to Mallikarjun Kharge should the Congress win. This is what he said is the best possible option.
All party.
Basavaraj Rai Reddy is on the phone with me right now. Mr. Rai Reddy, thank you for joining us. Now, we understand that you made a statement stating that if the Congress were to get into power, Mallikarjun Kharge is the best possible candidate for Prime Minister if Rahul Gandhi were not to take up the post. Could you elaborate on that?
See, I have not told that. The press person has asked about the Kharge's role in the parliament. I said he's a very responsible man, very development oriented. He is fit to be a prime ministerial candidate.
Okay.
Okay, and then the press is asked whether Rahul is going to become the prime minister or Kharge. Then I said that the party will decide the prime ministerial candidate. And again press has asked, no, Rahul refused. If Rahul refused, I think Kharge is the natural choice, I said.
Okay. So it's a hypothesis that you presented. If at all Rahul Gandhi refuses the top spot,
if our honorable president of the AICC refused, his actual choice because of his ability and his responsibility and his experience, he's one of the best PM candidates, I say.
Right. And of course, a lot would perhaps also be relying on the fact that he is the leader of the opposition, has been for quite some time at Lok Sabha. So, right.
He's a quite experienced man. He has a lot of knowledge. You know, he come from a Dalit leadership, and he is acceptable to major community also. If a chance get, I think he's a good choice.
Right. How would you respond to criticism that has come in previously from B.S. Yediyurappa about the role donned by Mr. Kharge in Parliament?
Oh, this Yediyurappa, these are jealous people, you know, that they're all opposing the good people only.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
They're all jealous about the activities of the Mr. Kharge.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rai Reddy, for giving us those clarifications. So, well, like he said, he doesn't mind seeing Mallikarjun Kharge as the Prime Minister, but that's if the AICC President declined the position. Now, the KIL police has arrested a man named Aditya Raj who made a hoax call about a bomb being placed at the Kempegowda International Airport in Bengaluru. The man, 34-year-old Aditya Raj, is a native of the district of Udupi and has been arrested by the KIL police. Aditya Raj made 2 hoax calls 15 days ago, citing that there was a bomb placed at the airport. The police are currently interrogating Aditya Raj and also checking to see if this was an act of mischief, an act provoked by instability, or something more sinister. Now, we time and again have been talking about infrastructure and the states of disrepair therein over several years. But here is a piece of infrastructure development that is in a dilapidated state even prior to use. This is an under construction flyover that is more or less ready for inauguration in Hangarhalli in the district of Hassan, and large slabs have just fallen out of the side, like this particular section here. Complete collapse of a whole section, a side section of this particular flyover. This whole flyover was constructed at a cost of 30 crore rupees, but has been in the state of disrepair for the last 2 months. Now, residents are outraged that the collapse of the bridge is due to substandard work being employed by the authorities involved. Now, a 5-year-old boy suffered serious injuries after he was attacked by 2 dogs in the town of Miapur near Hyderabad. This happened on Tuesday and was caught on CCTV. The child was dragged by the 2 dogs and was nearly mauled had it not been for the presence of mind of onlookers who beat the dogs away and pushed them out. The dogs seem to be provoked. One of the dogs appears to have a collar around its neck as well, and a man holding onto the collar trying to pull the dog away from the little boy. It does appear that the dogs may have been domesticated dogs. A police complaint has been lodged in connection with the incident that has sent shockwaves to the residents of Miapur. All this was caught on CCTV, and eventually the child and another child were pulled away while there was panic that had stricken residents of Miapur. This is the little boy in hospital in a state of shock but out of danger from what we've learned, while the distressed parents are also in a state of shock that their little boy was mauled viciously by a pair of dogs. This is an unfortunate situation that arose in Hyderabad, where a 5-year-old child was attacked rather viciously by a pair of dogs. Actor and politician Nandamuri Harikrishna passed away today in a tragic accident. A Telugu actor and Telugu Desam Party leader at one time, Nandamuri Harikrishna, is no more. He met with a tragic accident on the Narkatpalli-Adanki highway in the district of Nalgonda. Harikrishna was rushed to the hospital and was declared brought dead. Hospital staff handed over the mortal remains to the family members after the post-mortem. The mortal remains are being shifted to Harikrishna's residence in Hyderabad and will be kept for public viewing for friends and fans. The family is currently making a decision on performing the final rites tomorrow. Harikrishna is the son of former Chief Minister N.T. Ramarao. There have been several visitors to the hospital from the film fraternity, from the political fraternity as well, and family members, including his brother-in-law, who happens to be the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu, also visited the hospital. And while he was there, he also spoke with other persons in the hospital, the patients of the hospital as well. Also at the hospital were his younger brother, Nandamuri Balakrishna. Here's Chandrababu Naidu speaking to one of the patients as well. This accident took place between 6:30 and 7 this morning when Nandamuri Harikrishna was trying to overtake another vehicle, and in doing so skidded and rammed into a median. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt at the time, and that led to him being thrown out of his vehicle. His last conversation with his friend Shivaji was reportedly on the lines of him celebrating his birthday in a very austere manner and instead collecting funds for the sake of victims of the Kerala floods. When he skidded and rammed into the median, his car rolled over a few times and crashed into another car that eventually crashed into the side. The driver of that survived. There's only one fatality here, and that is of Nandamuri Harikrishna. His co-occupant, Shivaji, a friend of his, ended up with a broken leg. This is Shivaji on the right of the screen speaking with Chandrababu Naidu. Meanwhile, a crowd has gathered outside the hospital, and more members of the film fraternity and political fraternities have been seen. This is what remains of the vehicle now. It's a tremendous amount of damage to the vehicle. Meanwhile, Chandrababu Naidu is standing right next to the remains of Nandumuri Harikrishna in this picture that you see on the right of your screen. Nandumuri Harikrishna is the brother of Chandrababu Naidu. He was 61 years of age at the time of his death. Harikrishna is survived by 2 sons and a daughter. His sons, Junior NTR and Nandumuri Kalyanram, are popular actors in their own right. His oldest son, Nandumuri Jankiram, died under similar circumstances in December 2014 along the same highway. In the similar circumstances too, in the year 2009, Junior NTR also met with an accident and survived it, but this particular stretch has been known to be accident prone given how straight it is and how drivers are prone to overspeeding. Harikrishna was driving a Fortuner at the time and crashed into the vehicle. This is the vehicle on the left that was toppled onto by the car driven by Nandumuri Harikrishna. We have a reaction from the driver of this particular car on which the Fortuner toppled over. Let's listen in.
మేము చెన్నై నుండి వస్తున్నాం. మాది ప్రాపర్ వచ్చేసి హైదరాబాదే. చెన్నై నుండి ఇంటికి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాం మేము. ఈ దగ్గరకు వచ్చేసరికి ఏంటంటే ఈ రూట్లో వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాం, 80 స్పీడ్లో వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాం మేము నార్మల్గా 6 o'clock ఎగ్జాక్ట్. ఇంకా వెళ్తురు కూడా ఏం రాలేదు. ఆ టైంలో సడన్గా రైట్ సైడ్ నుండి గాల్లో ఎగిరి వచ్చింది కారు, ఫార్చునర్ కారు. చాలా పెద్దది కదా, ఏర్పడలేదు అసలు చీకట్లో కూడా. ఎగిరి పడేసరికి నేను చూసేసుకున్నాను, భయంతో నేను ఏం చేశాను, లెఫ్ట్ కొట్టేశాను. సో ఆల్మోస్ట్ లెఫ్ట్ కొట్టినా రైట్ సైడ్ బాడీ మొత్తం తగిలింది కారు. ఆల్మోస్ట్ పల్టీ కొట్టింది మా కారు మీద రైట్ సైడ్. ఒకసారి కొట్టేసరికి లోపలికి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ తీసేసుకొని లోపల తీసేసుకున్న కారు ఇంకా. సో మేము కారు అంతా మొత్తం మేము 5 members ఉన్నాం కార్లో. నా వెనకాల కూర్చున్న వరకు కొంచెం ఇంజూరీ అయింది ఎక్కువ. సో ఇప్పుడు ఓకే అంతా నన్ను హాస్పిటల్లో చూసారు. సో మేము 5 members ఉన్నాం. మేము తీసుకునేసరికి టైం అయిపోయింది. మేము వచ్చి చూసేసరికి చాలా టైం ఉండేసరికి అక్కడ దాంట్లో కారు పల్టీ కొట్టింది. సో దాంట్లో ఎవరు మెంబర్స్ ఇంకో అతను లేడంటే మేము వెతుకుతున్నాం తనని ఇంకెవరని. సో అతను కాలువలో పడిపోయింది ఎగిరి బాడీ మొత్తం. సో మేము మా బిజీలో మేము ఉన్నాం, ఇంకా మేము చూసేసుకొని మా వాళ్ళకి ఇంజూరీ అయింది కదా వాళ్ళు చూసేసుకొని అయిపోయింది.
So what you see on the right of your screen is the very subject which was written in the letter, the subject of him celebrating his birthday in a very quiet manner. This is Harikrishna's last letter to one of his fans. In the letter, Nandumuri Harikrishna has said, September 2nd is my birthday. Do not spend money on banners and other paraphernalia. Give the money to flood victims. Harikrishna wanted all of this in his last letter. So this was the letter along similar lines to his last conversation that he reportedly had with Shivaji, the co-occupant in his car. Here on the right of your screen we see Nandumuri Balakrishna, popular actor and the younger brother of Harikrishna, arriving. On the left is a glimpse of his acting career. This is a scene from the film Tiger, Harish Chandra Prasad, a role that achieved him a lot of critical acclaim back in the year 2003. That's a wrap on this edition of the Bulletin. Up next is a NEWS9 special.
This festive season, own a BMW with the 360 plan. Joy starts now.
अगर आपके चेहरे पर कोई दाग धब्बे ना हो तो आपको महसूस होता है फर्क आत्मविश्वास का, आपकी जीत और ग्लोरी का। ग्लो से ग्लोरी तक की इस यात्रा के लिए पतंजलि लाया है फेस वॉश की रेंज, जिसमें है हनी, नीम, आमंड, केसर, तुलसी, चंदन, एलोवेरा आदि के गुण। पतंजलि फेस वॉश बढ़ाए आपका आत्मविश्वास।
Ready for anything. The new feature-loaded Renault Kwid. Renault, passion for life.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Hot and Spicy with me, Neha. Kannada rapper and reality show contestant Chandan Shetty is under the radar of the CCB police. The reason? Well, for one of the songs he recorded 3 years ago. Here's the story.
Body balance tappide yaro ee hudugi full bottle kali madidale ayyo dance martavale kadak smile kodtavale bounce na kelidike kodu nee answer yake heluvi party is super illi ella hudugiru born stars. Don't stop.
Chandan Shetty. Well, he is definitely one singer who is making a name for himself in Sandalwood. The young rapper has been making people groove with his singing skills and is basking in the success of some of his recent tracks. Today's youngsters are able to connect to his style, and the lyrics of his films are a big hit with college goers. However, Chandan is under the radar of the state police for one of his songs.